Hello, Digimon Tamers. This is Mr. Cherryz. I am here with one of my boys who has been a terror in the meta recently. As far back as what? BT 21?
I think even farther back than that.
He is running Angels. This deck list right here won the Ultimate Cup for Gen Con, or one of the Ultimate Cups, as well as a regional over in Michigan, and he's also won a case tournament and topped a few case tourneys. So, with that being said, let's start the deck profile.
Alright, we'll start off with the X. We have only 4, which is all Cubimon. Cubimon's effect. By adding the top card of your security stack to the hand, you may place one Digimon card with the Angel, Archangel, or 3-good Angel trait from your hand to the bottom of the security stack. I've seen other people run different eggs. I've seen the Tokomons. Some run 3 of this, 2 of Tokomon, or vice versa. I feel like this is the best egg that you have to run. It gives you resources. It gives you stuff for your combos for later on. And yeah, that's it for the eggs. Yeah. We'll move on to the rookies. Best rookie in the deck, 4 of Patamon. What Patamon does: search your security stack. This Digimon may digivolve into a yellow card with a vaccine trait among them without paying the cost. Then shuffle your security stack. If digivolved by this effect, you may place one yellow card with a vaccine trait from your hand to the bottom security stack. And then inheritable, when a card is added to your security stack, gain 1 memory. So, what some people don't know about this card is that it triggers its own inheritable from its own Digivolution effect. So, you digivolve into a level 4 of some security, you also gain a memory when you put a card into security. I'll show you the combo later on, but some people don't know it, some people do. But it's the best card. Unfortunately, some cards look up for vaccines. He's a data for some reason in his own archetype, but yeah. So,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's for that.
Gotcha. That is the rookie that you want to see the most, right?
Yeah. You definitely want to see that in your breeding area.
Gotcha.
We run 2 of the promo Patamons. Name of the game for this deck, you want to know what's in your security. And what this Patamon does is search your security stack. You may add 1 yellow or black card with 2 or more colors among them to the hand. If you added cards, you recover 1. Then you shuffle your security stack. And then inheritable, all of your opponent's security Digimon lose 2k. So, just like I said, you really want to know what's in your security, you could add, and even if you don't add anything, you need to know what's in your security for your combos to go off. And the inheritable is pretty good just so you can survive checks. And it's not just a stack that gets put minus 2k, everything else. It's inheritably.
So you could swing with like weaker guys too, and help to survive. Gotcha.
Exactly.
Good for chip damage.
2 other rookies. The Luxmon. He's the searcher of the deck. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with the Angel or Archangel trait, and 1 card with the 3-good Angel trait among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. And then the inheritable, when attacking once per turn, if this Digimon has the Angel, Archangel, or 3-good Angel trait, draw a card. Search power, draw power, not much you can say about it. I've seen people cut this for Ukomons. I'm not that big of a fan of it because, spoiler alert, there's a Mega that you hard drop or blast into, and you want as many yellow bodies that are lower leveled. Ukomon doesn't really do that for you. And if you only have Ukomon, then you can't really digivolve on top of the Ukomon as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then the last 2 rookies of the deck, Pillowmons.
The Pillowmon.
I've always been half and half about keeping these in, keeping them not in. All turns, players can't play Digimon by card effects. It's great against certain matchups, but it also screws you over because, like I said, there's certain megas in this deck that you run that
want to play guys out.
Yeah, so.
But normally, for that spoiler, for that mega later on, you normally could drop this Pillowmon off of that mega's effect. So that would actually be one of your best end combos, right?
Yes, exactly. If you drop it at a specific moment, then you pretty much enable victory for your next turn. Yeah. So it's good, but.
And even if you have it on the field, you could just swing and let it die.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go into the champions.
The level 4s here, yep.
Yep. 4 of the Angemons. His effects. He digivolves on top of 2 on Patamon, but he'll digivolve on top of 3 for any other level 3 rookies. On attack, by deleting this Digimon, activate one of the effects below. Place one of your opponent's Digimon with the virus trait to the bottom of their security stack, or one of your opponent's Digimon loses 5k DP for the turn. And then on deletion, place this card to the bottom of your security stack. Then if you have a tamer, you may hatch in your breeding area. And then on deletion inheritable, place 1 yellow card with the vaccine trait from your hand to the bottom of your security stack. Even though the on deletion sounds like it's mandatory, your hand knowledge is not anything that your opponent knows, so you don't have to put anything into your bottom security.
Okay.
He is good for a lot of virus matchups, like the Machine Dramon matchup. Contrary to belief, you may think that it's good against Growlmon X or Growlmon, but most of the time, like especially Growlmon X, he's going to be immune, so Angemon doesn't really do much to that. And then Guilmon, the Growlmon X engine, is just constantly just blowing themselves up. So this doesn't always come up for that, but if it does, then great. But
for the most part, you mainly have them to go into them from your security from Patamon.
Correct.
And then the other ones are just like extra effects that if they come up, right?
Correct, yes.
Gotcha.
And he's also good for, once again, that spoiler mega. When you drop him down, you can treat, once you become a blocker with this deck, it's this card. You just use it to the block, or just go ahead to suicide, and then it just goes to the security for a free heal.
Free heal.
Then the next champion, it will be 4 Gaudomons. Best champion in the deck. His effect. When an effect trashes this card from your security stack, you may play it without paying the cost. And then it has barrier. And then all turns once per turn, when a card is removed from your security stack, gain a memory. And then inheritable is also barrier. So the best combo with this card is with Patamon. You promote the Patamon. Patamon will search this card out in security. You digivolve into this card, and then you put a card underneath. So what people don't understand with this card, if you digivolve with Patamon, he sees himself come out security, so you'll gain that extra memory. You digivolve here, and then the extra memory from Patamon. So you, instead of digivolving for 2, you're gaining 2 for free. Just extra value for no reason, pretty much. Another thing is also, if you do get trash from security with this card, and then it comes out, you do not see the memory gain because he comes out from trash, not from security. That's something that people have been misunderstanding with this card. A couple times I have noticed. And you want this with a certain mega in the stack, so that it's practically protected by everything except for 2 forms of removal that we'll talk about later.
And then, do you ever tuck it with Cupimon?
You cannot tuck it with Cupimon because Cupimon can only do angels. He's
and he is not an angel.
Yeah, he's
okay, but he is a vaccine.
Yeah, he is a vaccine. So
gotcha.
That is all for champions. Just 8. It may sound low, but there's more important tools to the deck that you need. So we'll go into the ultimates for Magna Angemons. So his effect, he digivolves normally on top of 4 on yellow or blues, but he digivolves on top of Angemon for 3. On play on Digivolve. If it's your turn, search your security stack. This Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with the Angel or 3 Good Angels trait, among them with the Digivolution cost reduced by 2. Then shuffle your security stack. If this Digimon digivolved, you may place a Digimon with the Angel, Archangel, or 3 Good Angel trait from the hand to the bottom of your security stack. And then the inheritable, all of your Digimon with the Angel traits gain blocker. So, giving everybody blocker is amazing in this deck. Only like a certain handful won't have that effect, but that's fine. This card is great because you pretty much put your mega that you want to digivolve into with Cupimon when you swing with your champion or with your rookie. You either digivolve into this, or you hard play it, and then you could just go into any mega that you want with this card. It's pretty nasty. I'll show you a perfect combo with this card later on.
Okay.
The next ultimate, the next best card, Angemon Ace. Effect. On play or on Digivolve, by trashing your top or bottom security card, one of your opponent's Digimon loses 6k DP until their turn's ends. All turns once per turn. When your security stack is removed from, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, will carry +1. So, yeah, go ahead.
No, so that looks like a lot of combos, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah,
it seems very complicated.
Yes, definitely. So something that people want to know with this card: if you have 2 out in the field and you're at 4 security, if something gets your security removed, once you hit 3 security, you're gonna recover with 1. The other one doesn't.
So it won't recover.
It won't recover,
but it won't activate either.
It'll trigger, but it won't activate. You have to wait until your security is removed from again for you to recover again with this card.
But it'd be able to second time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you'd have to wait once your security gets depleted again after you recover once. Unless a card depletes twice before one of them gets to fully activate, then yeah, you'll recover both of them once you go back to 4.
Gotcha. Okay.
And 2 more ultimates. Magnanimon from the starter deck, from the Adventure starter deck, his effect. He Digivolves on top of any Adventure trait for 3, but nothing in this deck is Adventure trait, that's level 4. On play on Digivolve, place opponent's Digimon with 6k or less to the top of their security stack, and then for every 2 colors your tamers have, add 2k to this effect's DP maximum. That second part won't activate because we don't have more than 1 color for our tamers. Your turn once per turn, when your other Digimon are played or Digivolved, if any of them have the Adventure trait, one of your Digimon gains Alliance for the turn, then one of your Digimon may attack. That part of the effect hardly comes up. It'll only come up if you have 1 already on the field and you Digivolve into another one right here to gain the Alliance. But the attack can always come up, but it's hardly ever a thing. And then the Inheritable is Alliance, and that card with another specific mega makes this combo very.
So you mainly play for the Inheritable then, right?
Yeah, it's mainly for Alliance.
Unless there's something really dirty on the field, then you could just hard play it or Digivolve into it and
just get rid of it.
Body. Yeah, but it's mainly the Inheritable.
Yeah, it's mainly the Inheritable.
Gotcha.
It's also like another target for a certain combo that we'll talk about later. Instead of bringing this out, you can bring this out instead, and it's practically the same type of removal, but it could be a good way to play around. And it's another good thing is it doesn't have overflow, so if it does get removed, you don't lose memory. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
And now we'll go to the main cards of the deck. 4 of Dominimons. Dominimon's effect. On Digivolve, search your security stack. You may play 1 level 5 or lower Angel or Archangel trait Digimon card among them without paying the cost. Then shuffle it, and one of your opponent's Digimon loses 7k DP for the turn. All turns, and this is the kicker of the deck, when one of your Digimon with the Angel, Archangel, or 3-get Angels trait would leave the battle area other than by one of your effects or battle, by trashing the top card of your security stack, prevent him from leaving play. And then this Digimon also has the Angel trait. Normally he's just Dominion. So, great protection effect, but what makes it even better is that if a card effect would try to remove a lot of your Angels at the exact same time, all you have to do is just trash 1 security and it protects all of them.
Alright, so like a... Okay.
So best examples are like Giga Death, Crimson Blaze, stuff like that. If they try to remove all the exact same time, you just have to trash 1 and everything gets protected.
And pretty much everything in your deck is Angel except for the Gatomon? And the Patamon, right?
The Gatomon, the Patamon, and the Pillowmon, and yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, most of the time you're going to be going into your Megas and level 5s,
yes.
Which you'll explain later on. I know you have a combo that you normally do.
Oh yes.
So we'll go into that later.
It's pretty dumb, but yeah. So that's for the Minimons, key card of the deck. The next best card, it'll be for Cherryz, True Aces, his effects. He has Alliance. On play or on Digivolve, you may play 1 green or yellow level 4 or lower Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. Then until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon loses 4k DP for each of your other Digimon. So, the best card of removal in the deck. Almost nothing can protect from premium DP reduction, which is pretty much the DP reduction will last until your opponent's turn ends. And this deck can go wide pretty easily. So you can do up to like minus 12k, minus 15, 16k, minus 20 I've done so far. It's pretty dumb. And yeah, for this card, it's I can
Yeah.
I can only say so much about this card.
Yeah. And then technically, I mean, you could keep turn, Digivolve into it, and then if you really wanted to, just hard drop another one and
Yes.
just gets disasters after that.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha. All right.
And then
And then it also, because even though it's an ace, because of the Dominimon, it has protection.
yes.
So that's
yes.
the other big thing about it. Aces in this deck, just because of Dominimon, just have protection, and that's crazy.
It's stupid, bro. It's stupid. And then the last two level 6s, 2 Shadow Seraphimons. His effects: blocker, on play on Digivolve. Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, and then alters once per turn. When attacks targets change, one of your opponent's Digimon loses 5k DP for the turn. So, for some reason, if you don't have the Magnangemon that gives you all of your Digimon blockers, you can just play this or Digivolve on top of something. You'll at least have a blocker so that you can still have some type of defense. And if you do happen to block with it, then with it or anything else, even if it's a raid, a block, it doesn't matter. You'll make something lose 5k DP, and it's pretty disastrous. Some people get caught off guard with this card for some reason.
Oh. Yeah, because it's not very. It doesn't look very holy there, but it is technically. It
It is a
have
3 Greed Angels
Yep.
trade, which is insane to me.
And really, your aces. I mean, now they have protection, but they also have access to DP reduction and D-Digivolve 3, which is 2 of the best. I mean, not removal exactly for the D-Digivolve, but I mean, might as well be.
Yeah, it's just disruption that people sometimes don't expect.
It's hard to protect against, and especially because your level 5s get protected from it, it's so much easier to go into your aces there.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to the last Digimon, 2 Voldarms. So his effect, he DNAs on top of a level 6 and either a green or a black. Security attack +1. He has partition from a level 6 yellow or either a green or black level 6. When Digivolving, for each of this Digimon's level 6 sources, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers and gain a memory. Then none of their Digimon or Tamers can activate on plays or unsuspend until the end of their turn. So, as great as those effects is, I mainly just use this card just to go for game. Because all of my Megas are yellows, and then I have my aces that turn into green or black, so it's very easy to bring this out turn 3, turn 4 just to go for game.
Yeah, and because you're so sticky, it's pretty easy to get multiple level 6s
Yep.
on there. So.
And if for some reason I do ever just go for this without going for game, and if they do try to remove it, then I just have aces that can just come out and activate their effects again. I can Digivolve.
That's crazy.
And I can DP reduce something, bring even more bodies out. It's even though I know it's meant for the Exo deck, making use of it in Angels, it's pretty diabolical.
And that's it for your monsters, right?
Yep, that's it for Digimon. We'll go into the only 4 Tamers in the deck. And that's just TK Takaishi's. And since BT1, best memory setter since then. Start return, yeah, you set your memory to 3. On play, look at your security stack, then reveal 1 card in it and add it to your hand. If that card is yellow, trigger recovery +1. So, like I said, grabbing a card is great, but the main use of this card is just so you can look at security. You need to know what your security is. You need to know if there's a champion, if there's cards in your combo that you need to with Cupimon, for Magnangemon, or for Dominimon. So it's pretty much a good 3-card combo that I'll show in a minute. But mainly just for information that this card is useful for.
Gotcha.
And then that's it for the Tamers. Options. That'll be 4. The memory boost.
Very thematic.
Yep, I had to get the angelic ones. So, yellow memory boost. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. 4 cards, I should say. Add 1 yellow Digimon card among them to the hand. Place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. Then place this card in the battle area. Main delay, you just gain 2 memory. So, just search powers, just gain more memory. Just try to get more resources. Try to get more value out of your turns to go into your Domini lock combo. And yeah, that much I can say about yellow memory boost. And the last 2 cards in the deck, yellow scramble.
With the Patamon, of course.
Exactly. 2 memory cost. Main one of your yellow Digimon may Digivolve into a yellow Digimon card in your hand, and with the Digivolution cost reduced by 3, then place this card in the battle area. start of your turn, if your opponent has a Digimon, delay. Return one yellow Digimon card from your trash at the top of the deck. Then, if you don't have a Digimon, you may play one yellow Digimon card with 2k DP or less from your trash without paying the cost. So, as great as the main effect is to Digivolve for less, I don't really use this card for that in this deck. I mainly do it for recursion, mainly when my Dominimon gets DP reduced or gets Digivolve specifically. I just use this to grab that back. If I get to revive something back, that's also great. Maybe a Luxmon, Promo Padama for more search.
Even the regular Padama would trigger still, right?
Yeah, it would trigger. It would trigger, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But it's mainly for recursion for those important places. And that's about it for the deck profile. And now finally show the one combo that I keep on talking about.
Let's go with your bread and butter combo.
Exactly.
BBC.
Exactly, the BBC.
Alright.
So, you need Patamon. You need any level 4, particularly this one, and security. You need Domini, and any. You need that, and that's about it. So, what you want, you'll want to Digivolve in the back, and
if it's turn 1.
Yep, and if it's turn 1, you'll want TK Takaishi. You go to 4. You put it 4. You grab any card from security. It doesn't matter what it is, just as long as you know you have a level 4 and other pieces. So once it goes back to your turn, you promote the Patamon. Patamon will look at security. You'll grab the Gatomon. You'll draw. You put something underneath with the effect of Patamon. You'll gain 2 memory. So you're at 5 already. Turn 2. And then the card that you most likely want to put into security from Patamon, you will want to put a Dominimon. Put it into security. And then you can either swing here to put another card underneath. If you already have the cards you have in hand, you don't need to. So instead of attacking, I would just Digivolve here for 4. You would look at security after you draw from Digivolution, and then you'll grab a Dominimon from security. You'll Digivolve for 2. You put your opponent at 1, and then after you Digivolve, the Magna Entermon will put an Angel to bottom security. And then after doing that, Dominimon will look at security, will play out the Andromon Ace, and you put a card underneath again, and there you go. That's Dominique Lock. It's Dominimon with a level 5 already, turn 2, and you put your opponent at 1 memory. You'll probably have a level 6 Ace in hand for a type of comeback card, like say they will swing. You could either do Cherubimon Ace, you bring out a level 4 lower, maybe a Pillowmon, maybe a Luxmon for search power. Pillowmon just so you can stop some type of shenanigans your opponent will try to play out. And yeah.
And technically, you could also bring out with the Dominimon, you could bring another one of these, right?
Yes, you can play another one of those.
And then that would trigger. I mean, it gives your opponent more memory, but it also gives them a very sticky board to do.
Definitely.
But regardless, just bringing out any level 5 from that is crazy, because then it gains protection. All your level 5s are going to have protection.
Mm-hmm.
And then either they deal with the Dominimon, or if they, a lot of times when you're trying to swing, what happens?
So if they try to swing, they'll either get blocked, or they go into another an ace, which is, like I said, you either bring out something with Cherubimon's Ace's effect, or you go into Shadow Seraphi, the Digivolve. It's also pretty good against opposing Ace decks, because you'll just get the overflow back. So as much as you probably will be risking overflow, you could also risk your opponent's overflow, like against an Omnimon deck specifically with Omnimon Ace. You'll potentially just get 4 or 5 back for no reason, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just because of Cherubi or from Shadow Seraphi. So it's pretty dumb.
Man, a lot of decks, they'll try to attack in order to remove.
Yeah.
And then, right there, like they're sacrificing basically their whole stack, because you're just gonna ace them. Like you'll be able to protect and then ace, and sometimes you need to do, like, for example, Sendril. Sendril will do minus 6k, and then you're thinking, okay, I'll overclock and then I could get them later. But if you don't do enough damage there, you could just ace and then bye bye.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
So, all right. What was your toughest matchup you think at the Ultimate Cup?
So biggest, the worst matchup for me, I feel like it was the Puppets deck, but there was a specific other Puppets deck that I faced that wasn't running Syndromon, so that made things a little easier for me because DP minus is
Very crucial.
yeah, it's the bane of existence for this deck. Is either DP minus or Digivolve. That's the only way you can really break the Digimon lock.
Okay.
But yeah, if Puppets is so rampant right now, it's very popular. The Syndromons DP reduce your board. Also, their own pretty much Cherrymon in the deck, which is their Naya Boot.
Naya Boots, yeah.
So, and if you try to get rid of something else before the Naya Boost, they'll just bring out another body and do even more DP minus. So they'll either get rid of your Dominimon, they'll get rid of an Ace, cause overflow. So it just disrupts your own places. It's almost like if you're playing the mirror match, really, but not really. It's very interesting, the matchup.
Gotcha. And you went against two of them, and
Yeah.
you somehow prevailed.
I have no idea. I have no idea how it happened. I don't know if they bricked, if they didn't see the correct plays or something. I don't know. It was insane.
But hey, man, I mean, you got it done. And again, I know at our locals, I mean, you've been getting first place so many times, and then on top of that, you know, case tournament after case tournament, you always top or even win it. Again, that regional that you won with Angels, and I mean, now you're off to, depending on the ban list, you might be going to nationals with the deck.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Most likely, I was going to say 95% chance. Yeah, I might be taking this, but I'm saving that 5% just for the surprise fact.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I appreciate it. And
Yep.
if there's any questions from anybody, feel free to leave comments, and we will do our best to get back to you. So, thank you.
Bye bye.